2. Mic checker, mic checker. All right, all right, all right. This DJ Mike T. See if my stuff is ready. I just went by my boy the Chill House yesterday, and I pull up. I had already seen the comment Faison left, and I'm like, well, hey, it'll work itself out, and it did. You know what I'm saying? They gave a statement last night, because he got the new podcast he's doing. Well, my thing is, it ain't even what JoJo Capone tried to say or what Faison tried to say, is what the people try to say. And see, what the people try to say, not knowing, is what's fucking this world up right now. The world has a problem called communication. You have a lot of different races, a lot of different cultures, a lot of different languages, tongues, and a lot of different ways of doing things, okay? I always tell you, action speaks louder than words, right? But some of the comments I read on the different channels and stuff that try to put in their own words, because everybody's grabbing content and trying to turn it into their content like they got the brightest point of view about everything. And it's just like the streets, man. It's a clog system. The streets will clog you up to your ass, find out what you're looking for. And a lot of people know this. My thing was, they were saying comments like Eiht should have took the fifth. Eiht can't take the fifth because he wasn't being incriminated by him selling drugs or being in business with him. You see what I'm saying? You guys got to understand, even with Dave East and Eiht, those are two companies talking and doing business for 80 years past their death, if you do your paperwork right. You guys are so quick to hop in front of a camera and shake your little tail feathers. It's cool to have a good time, but it's also better to have longevity in your life. See, that's what an old person is trying to tell the young people. You get out there, you do dumb stuff, and it comes back on you. And what it is you don't listen to the story. Not even a story. That old man got to tell you nothing. Education will tell you everything. But you want to turn to white man's education. Everything the white man learned, they learned from the black man. Slavery, everything. Black man enslaved that man over there in the Egyptian Empire a long time ago. Picking cotton, they had him picking Egyptian cotton. Think about what you're trying to get loose about. Understand, only way to be above the law is to know the law. You street hoodlums, you in and out. Like I said, I don't take advice from no nigga that did prison time. I don't care. Jail time, you went to jail for not paying a traffic ticket, jaywalking. That's a little bullshit. A little sack of weed in your pocket. That's bullshit, okay? Everybody, I done forgot to pay fucking tickets before and ended up in the jail system. But I ain't did no prison time. My record is basically just little punk ass infractions, okay? You do prison time, man, I don't want to hear you. I don't care how old you are or who you are to your hood. That's you and your hood, okay? My hood, we got a different way of respecting, okay? We got a different ways. It's about maturity and longevity. And the longer you keep your head mentally stable enough to go do what you got to do. But everybody got opinions about this gang, that gang, this gang, that gang. Number one, MC8, that's not his name from Track New. The Chill is not the Chill name from Track New. DJ Mike T, that ain't my name for my hood. I have a hood name. They got hood names. Okay? So you got to learn how to separate the streets from business. You can't do both. So MC8 basically represents MC8 right now. The Chill, you call him the Chill, you call me DJ Mike T. Okay? If you try to do both, the way this system is set up now, more surveillance, way, that stuff happened in 95. The surveillance they have there to the surveillance they got now after what? 25 years? That's a long fucking time. And the smart people built this, not the niggas standing on the corner ain't doing something but selling crack rocks and whatever the fuck they doing, taking drugs and making excuses of why they smart. People went and proved it and patented and trademarked this stuff. And all you guys doing, they told him to take the fifth. How you take the fifth? He ain't gonna see a courtroom. He ain't the only person they asked. They asked everybody involved, from the makeup people to the wardrobe to the mobile bathrooms they had on the motherfucker, to the trailers that get dressing room in, to security. They asked everybody, not just MC8. Okay, so we already know somebody's trying to fly higher for a pecking order, which doesn't make any sense. Everybody got asked. Not just this one guy. So you trying to pull coattails and plugs, that's on you trying to use the division of the pioneership of social media to gain you points for controversy. You know what I'm saying? That's something that Prince had always said. Controversy is the biggest seller amongst anything. Make them Stevie Wonder about it. Go blindly look at it and go run your mouth like everybody's doing. I'm just here stating street facts. I don't listen to motherfuckers that done did prison time. I'm not going in there fighting a war in the prison type. That's not a gangster to me. You have gotten, your game is over. You need to reboot it or put another quarter in that motherfucker or do something, buy a whole nother game to play once you go. Prison is the last stop, buddy, right before death or insanity. Like they say, you go to jail, you're dead or you're fucking insane. And insane comes through all these lame ass excuses that people like to say to look like everything's supposed to be accepted. The norm is you either smart or you not. So if you got prison terms in prison, that's not gaining you no fucking points. It's how you apply yourself after you get out of prison. Okay? And once you get out there, you got to play catch up. So ain't nobody got time to turn around and say, hey, the homie just got out, let's bless him with this. So you taking what people you think people owe you too far. People don't owe you the limelight of their life. If your navel cut, you got to build up the energy to go do what you got to go do. That's the end of the damn discussion. Until they put your ass in that box. Or you get cremated like I'm going to get, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't trying to let this body sit around on this earth and look like it's got anything more it need to be doing. Okay, now check this out. I was with CMW. I was with Eiht back then. But I wasn't with Eiht with the movie thing now. I was doing my, I got, put this way, every group that's a group has their own DBAs. Anything outside that group or them DBAs don't matter. It don't matter. Learn to grow up. If you try to hold stuff in the sandbox, you're going to be a little kid in that sandbox. The reason you tried, a lot of you people try to join gang because you felt that the person that was older than you was doing things in a smart way. But if you checked to see how many times he's been to jail or prison, which means he's only doing it for a small time. But the thing about life is longevity. If you go in LA, see, I don't really speak out of town because out of town is a whole different animal. Now you got fractions of LA that's out of town. That's still a whole different animal in a being of making themselves. Okay, they have to adapt to the land and what the West was saying, and basically the land is going to overrun everything because that's their survival land. Okay, people, you guys are getting this gang shit fucked up. It comes from the land. Okay, and no race owns the land. We're not walking on ourselves. We're walking on something a lot bigger and deeper than what we understand. So these excuses about life, you either get over them and understand them and get over them, or just you gonna be sitting there hitting the same little button in your head over and over like everybody's hitting it with you. Okay? Now, when you run around these streets, I understand people look up to people. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of life. But when do you get grown to understand that you have to go to school in order to define logic of a system? You have to understand it. And the fight ain't in the streets no more. The nerds are the ones fighting. The street hoodlums just want to go and break into place, steal what they're going to steal and try to sell it and get caught up in the surveillance and all that high-tech shit that they don't have to, they trying to make money, not even to compete in that war. You making money just for your own little luxuries. Okay, so whatever that shit is. That's a form of mental laziness within a sense. But the nerds are the ones really fighting. They're the ones who get the information. They process it to make it easy for the stupid motherfuckers to read it and understand it. But everybody's so emotional about how to start this riot. Everybody wanted to be this riot leader. Everybody has a place to participate in life with education. Plead the fifth. How you going to plead the fifth? How is he going to plead the fifth? That was the guy, Nate Hill's company and MCA company. There were companies there. MC8 is his business name. Stage name with business name. We ain't talking his hood name. Okay? You guys need to learn to separate. Once you learn to separate that, you know, you guys got a checklist that you keep trying to perform this to be relevant. The relevant was in you at birth. Can you tap inside yourself and find it and perform it in a nature that's going to take you to the end of the road? It is far. And it's hard. Right, every day is right now. Every blink is hard. Hard for that blink to blink. Because it presses around you blinking. That's involuntary. Full moon, not a full moon. You see what I'm saying? The tides is high, the tides is low. Everything is against you. But you can work with you to do better for you. That's the grind of life. Okay, Doug, y'all, man, come on, man. These 2-bit picking at these little situations trying to sound hard and I'm so knowledgeable. I'm telling you. If you went to prison, don't talk to Mike T. Because I have no prison on my right. The police told me it ain't squeaky clean. But they said I have a very good record. Because I knew what I was doing since I was doing what I was doing. I don't need advice to look like this is a guideline. Ain't no guideline. Only people I knew that had a sort of a guideline were the Crips. The Bloods don't have that. Now the Jungle's got the 5. which I got taught back in like 1977 or something like that when I was a little kid. You know what I'm saying? Under Pepe and other cats, you know, rest in peace to my bro over there. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else that I knew when I stayed on Gilbert Place. But the thing about what you guys try to do is you want to be tiny little pickaninnies. Because that's what happened when you go to jail. You get institutionalized to be a pickaninny. On the streets, it ain't no pickaninny on the streets. On the streets, it's either get a retirement plan or don't live. Like I said, all the stuff that I did with CMW was based upon my living now. But everybody want to see me in these fancy ass cars with all this gold. Man, I don't do that. It ain't for you. You didn't even buy the album. Like I said, people got so used to looking at and dealing with something, they never really, like I said, our sale, we knew where our sales came from. It was a piece of paper called a white sheet that summarized the geographics of who's buying your record, what radio station playing your record. It ain't the shit because it's home base. We just automatically get to run our emotions. No, you're going to be sitting your dumb ass over there in your emotions, filling up with more shit that make you emotional. Female plants and alcohol, female food, hormones, everything else. That's what make a man bitchy. Okay? So don't take nothing for granted like it's like that. You got to but learn through it. If you put it in your mind, I'm just going to learn as much as I can. That's what I do. I set a pace for myself. You know, but everybody's an exaggerator. You know what I'm saying? Because they trying to, especially with this new social network media, you know what I'm saying, self-made, which is a good tool. And they turn it into, I'm talking about even nerds. Nerds will hit you low in this motherfucker. I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all thinking the word gangster. The word gangster is you have to know what the fucking law know to be a gangster. Bottom line to it. If not, you just a hooligan, a street thug, a common little asshole in the corner waiting to be homeless. You next in line because you love that street. I'm just letting you know, man. There ain't nothing I can say about what's going on. My name ain't in it. But I'm just saying the comments and the stupid stuff that people say, man, grow up, educate yourself. Don't think that this motherfucker said something for you. I don't care if he put your name in a song. He ain't said nothing for you. You speak for you. That don't mean get mad at you. He probably really dedicated. You know what I'm saying? You just don't know where people's emotions come from. You have infinity emotions to choose. Choose yours the best. But the rest of that, man, y'all niggas is lame-os, man. I hope the best for y'all, but I'm not guiding it. I'm not going to ask for it for you. I got to ask for me. That's why I'm here. And I'm not going to sit in this motherfucker look like I owe me anything. I do the best for me all day, every day. So I don't owe me jack bone or crap rabbit. Y'all going about all this bull crap basically to me, but I respect people. I respect people's hustle, their art. And it ain't, you know what I'm saying? When people move higher, the lower that can't move, they the most ignorant, evilest motherfucker. That's why the world is full of so much hate right now. You people have used the word of mouth. Street mouth, not educational wise. See, education, you can't buy, they're not giving out a degree for who bought the most rap records, who said the most rap lyrics. They're not giving honorary degrees out even for that. You have to contribute. And contribute means be a part of a record to show that you applied yourself. Not record player. That's Tinker Toy shit. That's the you know, man, the music part, the music business was always the write-off for the movies who make the most money out of the movie. And acting is a skill. Some people are born with it. So as soon as they cut the light on, it got to flow, homie. You can practice, make perfect, but then you got to go get that paperwork. Now, everything's computerized, so you need the paperwork. See, in 95, you didn't really need that paperwork, but it was coming. So the people we worked for, which was Epic Records, supplied us with a certain pamphlet to fill out for our future. I only halfway filled it out because I didn't give a fuck about the music industry. So as I seen the people was weird, I was out the door. I said, I can see all this shit in the hood. Went right back and sat where I was paying rent at. So like I said, music was always a side hustle for me. It still is till today. But like I said, I ain't come down to jump down nobody's throat. I'm just saying, man, think before you, man, if you want to look, instead of looking for who got gossip, man, the first thing I did when I got this access to the internet, I went back and looked at sports. Not to gamble. I just went back to see the greater players than I in sports. Okay. Then I started looking at what people put out about religions and the breakdown of the world and where they come from. Then I actually went and started looking at classes, unregistered, to figure out what the heck and why was these things. Even the Bible comes down to treaties. So don't get screwed by trying to take things apart and look like it's just going to stay apart. The place is still together. Only thing they're going to take apart is you up out of here. Learn to respect and get business done for the long run. Okay? There are other plots that people can tell you, but man, I ain't trying to stroke nobody's ego about it, man. You just either learn it or you don't. All right? DJ Mike T, West Coast Scratch Gang, CMW Gang. Man, I'm up out of this bitch.